So yeah, first things first. First question is, how painful is vaginal birth? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nigerian Mom in Diaspora. Sorry, my name is Nigerian Mom in Diaspora, but you can call me Temi, whatever fits the script. Today I'll be answering questions about childbirth and post-labor. I don't want to sound cliche, but my friends ask me, and I decided to just reach a wider audience, and with some of the frequently asked questions from my friends and from people that know me and that I know. So I have the questions down here. I want to get right into the video quickly because my little ones are asleep, and when they wake up they will, you know, show tantrums. Okay, so I live in Birmingham, United Kingdom, and I am a mom YouTuber, I guess. I've got 2 kids, 2 beautiful boys, and I filmed this video. At the point of filming this video, I am 2 weeks postpartum, 2 weeks going on 3. Yeah, so I'm about 17 days postpartum. So welcome on board. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for the love you showed me in my last video. So stick around guys, because there will be more and more of that coming. Thank you. So yeah, first things first. First question is, how painful is vaginal birth? I can't explain the pain, but it's very painful. You are going to go through a lot of pain. Your body is going to reject it at some point because it will be too painful. But the truth is, once you've had the baby, all those pain you feel is going to evaporate. You're going to wonder where they all went. Like, you won't feel a thing anymore. So it's painful, but after the pain is the gain. And it's very, very sweet after the pain. You don't feel anything anymore. You know, you are actually better after you've had your baby. I've had 2 vaginal births. I don't know about cesarean section, but for the vaginal birth that I've had 2, your body kind of, the pains wear off immediately after you've had the baby. Yes, all those pains, all those joints, all your stomach, all those things, they all wear off. Are there pain relief during childbirth? Well, I had the opportunity for first birth. I was only given diclofenac injections maybe once or twice throughout the labor. Second birth, I wasn't given any drugs. I was told it was too late, because if you watched my last video, you will see that I was very fast in my labor. So at the time I started requesting for pain relief, I was already in active labor. Like, I was already at the end of having my baby, so I was told it was too late. So the only thing I could get were the gas mask, and the gas mask is good. It helps you to take your concentration of the pain that you were feeling at that moment, but it's not long lasting. You have to keep inhaling the gas, and when you inhale the gas, for some people, for 90%, sorry, no statistics, but for a lot of people, you feel hazy and you have this whooshiness on your head. So by the time you're about to pop your baby out, you wouldn't need it, because you by yourself will be needing strength. So because you know that it will make you hazy, you would not want it. So just those few minutes before you pop your baby, you may not use it, and then you feel like the real pain. So, but there are epidurals and there are other types. I don't know, I know of, but I can't really pinpoint it. I may just leave it on the screen when I make my research. But I know there's gas mask, and then there is epidural. Then I'll write the rest on the screen. So yeah, should your spouse be in the room? Unfortunately, their dad wasn't available in either of the births. So yeah, so their dad wasn't available in either of the births. So for the first birth, he stepped out, just excuse me, was with me all through in the hospital room, only for him to be called to go and fix 1 or 2 things. And by the time he came back, I already had the baby. I really wanted him to be there for the first one, even though I still had my reservations. But for the second one, he wasn't still available. So he had to be with the first baby outside the world, so it wasn't available. So, but I don't know, it depends on your spouse, depends on you and your spouse. If you think your spouse is a fearful person, please don't let them be there. It could be really traumatic. But if your spouse is somebody that likes the adventure, you can let them come in. At least it will make them appreciate you more. So my husband was just behind the room. It was just here delivering the baby. What I always advise is that when you're delivering the baby, please listen to your midwife. So your midwife is going to say push. You don't just go there because you feel baby's crowning. You now feel like you need to just push just because you need to. No, you need to only push when you've got contractions, and it's your midwife that will tell you to push, because their hands will be on your tummy, so they would have to tell you to push. Luckily for me, I didn't need fetal monitor because I wasn't in distress. Baby wasn't in distress. When they feel his heartbeat, it was okay. So I really didn't need intensive care. I just had my baby like a normal birth. Like I went to lounge. That was for the second. For the first, I didn't use the fetal monitor as well. They just at intervals just came to check baby's heartbeats. That was all. Oh yeah, I think I used the fetal monitor because I was induced. Yeah, that's true, I was induced. So because of when you're induced, it's forceful, so baby might be in distress, but he wasn't in distress at all, so everything was done really fast. But for the second baby, I didn't even need any of that. It was a very fast delivery. I hope you would watch it. It's linked obviously somewhere up on the screen. I will link it, so please watch it to hear the birth story if you haven't. So yeah, because of that, it was a very fast delivery. I didn't need fetal monitor for the second baby. So you need to listen to your midwife. You don't want to put yourself in distress. You don't want to put baby in distress. You don't want to put yourself in a very dicey situation. Please listen to the midwife, no matter the pressure you're feeling. For the first baby, I didn't listen to the midwife properly. I was listening up until the last moment when I felt so much urge, and I pushed and I got it here. Okay, but for the second midwife, I was more what's the word, please remind me? Oh my goodness, I forgot. Experienced. Okay, I was more experienced, and now, so I didn't need I didn't push until the midwife told me to push. Yeah, so you don't push until the midwife tells you to push. That's the best you can really do for yourself once the baby's about to come. But once you're in labor and you're still dilating, make sure you take walks, and make sure you eat a lot. Make sure you do some few exercises like walking around the room. It will be very difficult because now baby's head is really down below. You may not be able to walk, but just try. If you can dance, and if you're on epidural, just dance. At least you won't be feeling the pain of the contraction. So yeah. Also, I prefer that when I had my first baby, I was induced, and my friends were asking me that they've heard that inducing your birth is more painful than having a natural birth. Really true. I had my first baby induced, second one natural. I didn't feel so much pain as I felt in the first one. I would recommend that you're induced. If you get to the point of if I get to the point of inducing, don't let me say for you. I don't know what your medical situation may be, but for me, I'm not going to get induced again. If I get to the point where I'm supposed to be induced, I will opt for a CS. It's very painful because at that point your body is not allowed by itself. Okay, my kids are trying to wake up. Your baby is not allowed by itself. Your body is not allowed by itself to do what it's supposed to do. So you are in much more discomfort. Sorry that I'm looking up and down. They're trying to wake up. Okay, so you're in much more discomfort. So if you're lucky enough to just go to normal birth, natural birth, just do it, rather than getting induced. For me, that's for me. Sorry, that doesn't apply to everybody. I'm just saying that being induced for me was more painful than having a natural birth. Natural birth, it was natural. My body was allowed to work at its own pace. But for inducing, your body is going to work over time. It's going to work forcefully. So after delivery, the placenta, well, for the two babies, first baby, the placenta came out. I was just told to cough, and then the placenta came out. For second baby, I was injected and placenta came out. So whichever way, the thing that you need is the placenta coming out completely and in full. So yeah, if your nipple is flat and inverted, don't worry. So far as baby is latched properly to your breast, to your areola, not to your nipples, breast sucking isn't really the nipple. In fact, if your baby is sucking the nipple, that means your baby isn't getting enough milk, and that means your baby isn't latching properly, and it's going to cause you pain. So it's not about the nipples, it's about the areola and having enough as a mouthful breast in their mouth. Now for bleeding after delivery, I didn't intend for him to be in this video, sorry. So for bleeding after delivery, today I have 17 days, like I said. Today's Tuesday, 14, yeah, 17 days. The bleeding has really stopped, and it stopped seeing, like it has reduced. Don't let me say stop, it might not stop completely until 4 to 6 weeks, and it might stop now. It just depends on the body. I can't really remember for my first child how soon it stopped completely before I now started to get my normal period, but it stops when it will stop. But you should expect that the blood has really reduced in the first 10 days. So sex after baby is born, stroke vaginal, will it go back to its normal position and size? First sex after baby is born, trust me, you will feel the difference. It will be a bit slack, it will be a bit wide. But one thing you can do is that doctors advise not to have sex until 6 weeks after. By then your body would have gotten back to its normal shape. So the best you can do is within, after delivery and within the first 6 weeks. You can have sex before then if your husband is ready to use a condom, before a contraceptive is, because most times they don't administer contraceptives until after 6 weeks. Have sex if you want to have sex between those 4 to 6 weeks. It's all right for you to take a condom, please, but trust me, your vagina is going to show that it has pushed the baby out. But one thing you should know, that always go back to its normal position. It will take time, and to take your dedication and effort. Like Kegel exercises are very good ways to get your vaginal walls back to size and shape. But first few sex after delivery will feel loose. You don't need to sweat that. It's going to feel loose really no matter what you do. But if you've been able to do Kegel exercises, if you've always been doing exercises before delivery at all, before even being pregnant, it will hasten up, all those firmness. And then finally, how's life with a newborn? Well, I would address that in a new video, but I'll just say generally, life with a newborn is going to be stressful. You need to have company, you need to have help. Even if it's just you and your husband, like in my case, you need to have all hands on deck. And please sleep when baby is sleeping. If I take a video of my house right now, I didn't care. When this one was sleeping, when the new baby was sleeping, Harry, when he was asleep, I took time out to sleep. The older one was playing and was watching YouTube videos, and I just slept. I think I slept about an hour, and that has really helped me, to know what next to do. So while they are sleeping now and while they are doing all their stuff, I will also be trying to take care of the house. So it's best to sleep when others are sleeping. I know it's difficult, but you should learn to. The chores will not do them. The chores will always wait. So I think we've come to the end of this video. I don't know if I might have to redo it because of the distraction with baby, but if I find out that it's still okay, I'm going to push the video out like that. Because I don't have time. I have to steal time to do this video. Sorry, I might have to explain, but I have to steal time to do this video. So just to keep my subscribers, with something to watch. Okay, so sorry that he's not video camera ready at all. I don't expect him to be in this video, so I didn't put him camera ready at all, but it's here all the way. Anyways, that's life truthful life about a newborn. You can never predict what they will do. So please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any more questions that I may not have addressed, please don't hesitate to ask me.